This portion was brought to you by San Miguel Beer.
The Dagupeños say that they can cook their bangus in more than 100 ways. Iba kasi ang lasa ng bangus kapag galing dito.
Iba talaga yung tikman nyo yung bangus ng ibang probinsya or ibang bayan, yung lasa talaga nung sa amin. Kasi siguro dahil sa dagat, yun, napalaki or kasi yung mga pinapakain natin sa kanila, mga feeds talaga. Kaya pati yung tiyan mataba, iba rin yung shape eh.
And whatever makes it distinct from the others is what we will find out. Some call Dagupan as a city by the river because there are many inland waterways that pass through the district highways. This is the river of life. For Dagupeños, the thriving bangus industry depends a lot on this body of water. Ito ay isa sa mga pangunahing ilog sa Dagupan, the bangus capital of the Philippines, or some say the bangus capital of the world. Pero ang pinanggagalingan ng isa sa mga paborito nating isda ay nagkakaproblema, and that's what you see all around you. Illegal fish pens. This used to be a clear river kung saan the water flows into the fish ponds inland, kung saan dapat sila nagbe-breed ng bangus. Pero because of the sprouting up of all these illegal fish pens, they start to pose an environmental problem and an economic problem as well for the people of Dagupan. And that's what we're going to explore on the show today. We shall go on a different kind of fishing expedition when Team Explorer returns. As our boat makes its way across the river, we begin to realize the problem that beset the bangus industry here in Dagupan. Fish pens scattered all over the place, not minding the space or the place where they are built. This makes river navigation very tricky. It's almost like driving through EDSA. The Dagupan River is like the city highway. A lot of barangays still don't have roads connecting them to the mainland. That's why it becomes a main thoroughfare for bangkas. Everyone has to take a bangka to get to their destination. But that difficulty is just icing on the cake. What's really troubling is that these fish pens are beginning to pollute the river. And the same river is the one that flows through the fish ponds further downstream, leaving the fish ponds in the interiors with nothing but waste.
Pag overstocking yung ilog, siyempre yung tubig na papasok na sa pest pond is medyo marumi na. Kaya dapat talaga ma-implement yung fishery ordinance para control yung itata yung pest pen, para yung mga pest pen na nagpapagrow out pa ng mga bangus, okay pa rin yung nila. Kasi pagka over talaga, maapektuhan ng pest pen. Pagka yung tubig natin sa pond is marumi na, ang paglaki ng bangus natin mabagal, hindi mo ma-harvest siya ng 120 or 150 days, tatagal siya.
The river is clogged by too many fish pens. O nga naman, dito kasi libre. No need to purchase land, basta magtayo ka lang dyan ng net, ayos na. They don't realize the bad effects that this brings to the industry that defines the identity of Dagupan. Fish pens sprung like mushrooms because of the lucrative bangus business. This in turn is killing the fish ponds.
Kasi nung unang mga nagpatayo, kumita eh.
Mhm.
Alam mo naman tayo mga Pilipino pag ano, yun ang ano,
Siyempre.
dumami masyado.
Oo.
Over, ano talaga. Yung mga ibang nag-operate, hindi sila marunong.
Mm-mm.
Pakain na lang ng pakain.
Mm-mm.
Overfeeding talaga, tapos overstocking. Kaya
Mhm.
nagkaroon ng ano talaga, massive fish kill.
Dagupan is primarily known for their bangus. There are other things that they also harvest. For instance, they have a thriving oyster industry. Pero kakaiba yung sistema nila ng pag-harvest ng oysters dito. There are many ways of doing it. Pero sila, gumagamit sila ng mga rubber strips o goma na pinapasok sa tubig. Then come harvest season, they pull out the rubber strips and voila, the bounty of the sea. Naka-attach na siya. In the year 2002, the province of Bangus recognized the importance of their #1 product by starting a tradition called the Bangus Festival. All the bangus caught from their pens and ponds were gathered to form a long line of grilled bangus. This put Dagupan in the world map, forming more than 1,000 meters of grilled bangus on the street. The record toppled Peru in the Guinness Book of World Records. At the same time, the city government recognized that the growing number of fish pens along the rivers are becoming a problem. The pens have hampered the water flowing from the rivers to the fish pond, ergo reducing the nutrients that the fish are getting from the water. Ilan ba fish pen at fish pond ninyo?
Ako may limang fish pan, saka fish pen na mga 15 bags.
5 fish pond, 15 fish pen. Mga ilang tao kailangan nyo magpatakbo ng ganito?
Mga tao po, mga 10.
Mga 10. Kaya na yun lahat. Tuwing kailan po yung harvest season nyo?
Ang harvest season namin every 4 months nag-harvest kami.
This pond contains more than 3,000 fingerlings. Araw-araw binubusog sila ng feeds para lumaki at tumaba. Mababaw lang ang tubig dito, hindi pa daw kasi kaya ng mga maliliit na isda ang lumangoy sa malalim na tubig. Ito yung nursery ng mga bangus. Thousands of fingerlings feed here every day. Kailangan makaubos sila ng isang bag na ganito, 25 kilos of fish feed. Tapos when they're of the right age already, saka sila nililipat sa mga fish pen. And then there they spend about 120 days bago sila pwede i-harvest na. The mature fingerlings are then transferred to the fish pens to grow and fatten them up. Sabi ng mga taga-Dagupan, lahat ng parte ng bangus pwedeng kainin pati ang laman loob nito. Is the Dagupan bangus in troubled waters? We'll find that out when Team Explorer returns. O dito kahit saan talaga makabili ka ng bangus o kaya talaba. Good afternoon. Magkano po yung kilo nyo ng talaba?
Hindi ko limon. Hindi ko kilo.
Isang ganito magkano?
Ay, hindi ko. 25.
25. Kilo mo? 100 piso? Pang apat, sa'yo na. Bangus. Saan yung bangus ninyo? Ito, bangus. Gano'n bigyan siya bangus?
85.
85 per kilo?
Per kilo.
Piraso.
4 pieces, 41 pieces.
Okay, the difference, ang pagkakaiba pala ng regular, ng bangus na nakasanayan sa Manila, at saka yung Dagupan bangus, tingnan mo to, mas pointed yung nguso, tapos may lipstick. Kikay fish. It normally takes 120 days for the bangus to be mature for harvest. It looks like a good time to harvest today according to fish pen owner Captain Lino Fernandez. But a few years ago, the whole industry underwent a terrible crisis that affected Dagupan. just to show you how visible the problem is here. Ito, main highway na itong tinatayuan ko. Tingnan mo yung view natin. Nakikita natin lahat ng illegal fish pens na pinag-usapan natin kanina. Right here. So lahat ng tao dumadaan, pumapasok through dito sa lugar na to, kitang-kita yan.
Kasi nagkakaroon naman ng fish kill nung dumami ang pest pen, tapos overstocking sila, overfeeding, yung mga feeds na pinapakain, halos yung mga iba hindi nakakain. Pagdating dun sa ilalim, nabubulok siya, nagkakaroon, yun ang cause ng dissolved oxygen. Kaya yung isda pagkakulang ng oxygen, mamamatay siya.
Due to the proliferation of these fish pens, the water siltation rose. From a depth of 36 feet, the river now is only 12 feet deep. A lot of inexperienced fish pen owners overstocked their pens with bangus, which contributed to the lack of oxygen on the river. Before they knew it, all the fish had died of drowning. That was the biggest fish kill on May year 2000. But this time, harvest is just perfect. The nets closing in on them are causing the fish to get stressed. This is important so the fish may let out everything in its stomach para malinis pagdating sa palengke. In the market, the bangus is sorted by size. And these men are the experts on that. Here's a way to find out kung talagang dagupan bangus ang nabili ninyo. The head of a dagupan bangus is small, and they have short lower tails. Beware, some vendors cut these tails to imitate the genuine dagupan bangus look. One of the common ways of serving bangus is by deboning them. All the fish bones are taken out, hence the popular ulam, boneless bangus. Surgical scissors are used to get the bones out of each bangus. These women are the surgeons. They have developed a certain style in which they could get the bones out fast and easy. Remember what we said about eating every part of the fish? Well, these bones are no exception. Pagkatapos maipon ang mga ito, ginagawang bagoong o kaya naman ay embutido. Kita nyo naman, wala talagang nasasayang. Yan, kita nyo yan, wipe out ang tanghalian sa sobrang sarap talaga ng bangus dito sa Dagupan. But then again, after enjoying that good meal, we still have to think again, of course, the environmental angle of where that fish came from. That's what we're trying to discover here in the show. And look, right across, how ironic, right across our view from the restaurant, ay the illegal fish pens we were talking about. Malay mo, isa sa mga bangus na kinain ko nanggaling sa isa sa mga pen na yan. Fishing for solutions to keep the fish alive? Well, we'll tell you that when Team Explorer returns. The local government does not want any fish kill to happen again.
Nasabi na illegal kasi hindi pa kami nagbabayad ng visa city kasi hindi pa ini-implement yung fishery ordinance namin. Kaya nasabi na illegal. Pero mayroon na kaming ginawa na fishery ordinance ang city para maiayos yung mga pen kasi nakita natin medyo kung saan nakalagay. Kaya gumawa sila ng fishery ordinance sa Sangguniang para at least magkakaroon ng navigational lane sa gitna. Tapos may mga zoning para maayos yung mga structures.
Kung hindi mapatupad ang ordinance na to, ano ang mga implication nito sa industry at sa environment na rin?
Pagka hindi ma-implement yung fishery ordinance, kasi last year, back to year 2000, nagkadami-dami yung pen, nagkaroon kami ng massive fish kill. Kaya pag hindi maiayos, hindi ma-implement yung ordinance siguro, baka mauulit-ulit yung fish kill na nangyari dito sa amin.
This is the reason why they have imposed the rule that only 20% of the Dagupan River will be occupied by fish pens. The area will be divided into zones, which will determine the number of fish pens and their relocation.
Maayos kasi makakaroon ng zoning. Yung gitna halos navigational lane, hindi ka pwedeng magpatayo dyan. Nakita natin may mga nasa gitna. Talagang yung may mga lugar na talagang pwede lang na pagtatayo ng mga pen.
To maintain and increase the production levels, the city also dredged the river, getting rid of the waste or the siltation on the riverbed that has accumulated over the years. And to make the bangus of export quality, the government is planning to put up a modern bangus processing plant. This aims to set the highest standards for bangus production and packaging, setting the stage for international marketing. Well, I'm on my way to grab a bite. Medyo gutom na ako, and since it's my last day dito sa Dagupan, siguro magbabangus na rin ako for the 10th time dahil sarap naman. And this trip has really given me a better understanding of my favorite fish dahil you enjoy it so much, but then again you understand na meron rin siyang mga environmental concerns that come along with it. Like for example, in this trip we saw how improper zoning practices of the fish pen of the fish pens here can be detrimental to the other businesses and to the environment as well. But it's nice to know that the city government is doing something, imposing new ordinances to fix this problem and remedy the situation so that the people of Dagupan can protect the product they're most proud of. So till the next adventure on Team Explorer, I'm JC Gonzalez. See you next time.
This portion was brought to you by San Miguel Beer.